Hello everyone, welcome to High Playing Games. My name's Simon and this is Crowded, the party game, which you play on your phone. So what you'll be seeing on screen is the main game, but then you'll also be seeing on my phone me joining in and seeing how we do stuff. So the game works on a party wheel where you go round and then play different games with up to 10 people joining in on their phone devices. You can't use a controller, but what I wanted to do was to show kind of how the game then works when you are actually playing on the controller itself, because it's quite a relatively novel concept on a PC game. At least there's a few games that do it, but this is the kind of the first one that's kind of like, right, I'm going to get 10 people doing it in a party environment. Now all of the games are variations on like classic stuff. Like this is Asteroids, you've got Pong, you've got like an Endless Runner, like a Bomberman-y type thing. All quite basic, very low-fi on the graphics, but all with the idea of playing on mobile in mind, so that you can kind of get like about an 80% precision on what you do. But by playing on mobile, it lowers the bar of what people may feel like they need to be able to then play stuff. At the end of each round, you then get points. Points are then turned to positions at the end, and so goes on to the next thing as we go. So let's try ducks. So again, slightly different controls. And occasionally I would like a little bit of a precursor on what actually the controls mean. I think for people, I think would really help. Most of it is quite self-explanatory, but sometimes it's just like with this one, I didn't initially kind of, because I'd come straight from everything's just a shoot button. I don't necessarily play games very much on mobile, if at all. So like some of the stuff like with the directions kind of makes sense in a analog stick fashion, but it wasn't necessarily how I was thinking it was going to work, if that makes sense. But each game is relatively simple to pick up, quick to get. They make sense. They lack polish currently at the moment because this game is very much in early development, but the concept is there and the potential is there, and actually I quite like where they're going with it. And they've all said that they're going to be sticking more games on in the future, and I think that's the real big thing for me, is that when you're spinning around on the wheel, quite often if you're looking at a 10 match thing, yes, you've got this boost button if you want to, but very often it seems to get attracted to the jumper game or the asteroid game constantly. And oh, careful, there we go. And that's a bit of an issue, because actually you're then left playing the same game, oh my god, over and over again. And I'm demonstrating there to you the other problem that you get is that when you're looking at the screen, if you've got a small mobile screen device like I have, you'll be hitting tab and things like that. So yes, whilst you can play it on a mobile, if you've got a tablet, all the better, because you've then got the finger space to play, which I always find when you're playing with touchscreen devices, that's the kind of thing that I struggle with personally, as a fatty. That it's not kind to us chunky people, or people that have like bad spatial awareness, especially with this Pong game. I really like the concept of the Pong game. Reminds me of, do you remember Hungry Hippos and Crash Bash on PS1? Because I like the fact that it rotates around and that it's a little bit psychedelic, but your finger doesn't quite translate that well onto the screen, so then you're a bit like all at the same time. So no wonder I was crap at that game. Ooh, curves. Not done this one for a while. So again, a very, very simple one of just doing left and right and trying to not smack into each other. Or yourself. Like that. and to try and catch out other people. So it's like aggressive snake, which again I really applaud and like. That was better for me. Each game lasts just 70 seconds, so that's like plenty of time to kind of get the gist of things. Thank you very much. Oh. Before like the game kind of comes to an end. So it is quick fire. I like that. Yeah, it just needs more games, a little bit more precision on the production, and also currently, because it's very much in early development, the game does crash quite a bit at random, and I don't kind of get why. So it's a little bit awkward there. Let's dive on, see if we can get... And yeah, so there we go, there's the problem. So we're straight back onto Pongs again, because we've only got a few games to play with. So there we go. But yeah, the games can consist of up to 10 rounds. You input how many rounds you want to play beforehand, and decide whether you want to play with AI or just leave the server open for other people to then join in if they've got it, if they're local. Obviously you're going to need Wi-Fi to make sure that everything works right, otherwise you're going to be relying on data, and that little bit of delay will cost you when you're playing this type of stuff. So good Wi-Fi if you're planning on having lots of multiplayer battles is a must if you want this game. But yeah, the concept is sound. Let's see how they get on in future with adding more games and more content into it as time goes on. So this is Crowded Party Game, available on PC at the moment. I believe it's in beta and is about to come into early access if it's not already. I'll stick that in the comment at the top of the video and pin it, just so that people know what this is up to. At the minute, it's a cautious thumbs up from me, because it's very early in its development, but I like where it's going. So, you guys will take care, and I'll see you on another video here on Higher Plane Games. And who knows, actually, we could all have a go on this together in the future. Bye for now.